Hello everyone, my name is Ivo and welcome to Cooking with the Koyas. You know, when it comes to cooking steak, it's very easy to do. However, how you prepare your steak, folks, can make a huge difference in the quality of your steak. And today I'd like to share with you how I cook my steaks to end up with a juicy, tender, flavorful steak each and every time. So today I'm going to be barbecuing steak, but this process, folks, you can do no matter how you cook it. Bake it, broil it, fry it, barbecue it, all the same. The key is in the seasoning, how to season, when to season. And the worst time to season your steak is just before you put it on the grill or in the frying pan. What happens is, if you season your steak just before you're gonna put it on the grill, you're gonna season it, put it on the grill, and that salt's gonna start extracting juices and you're gonna lose all your juices through the cooking process. You're gonna have a tougher cut of steak and it's going to be less juicy. The worst time to possibly season your steak just before you're going to cook it. Now, having said that, what's the best time to season your steak? Personally, I do mine the day before. Ideal time, the day before. If you do not have that luxury of time to do it the day before, then season it at least 8 hours before. If you don't have the luxury of the 8 hours before, at an absolute minimum, you're going to want to do, you can get away with 1 hour, but 2 hours would be better at a minimum. Okay? So what I like to do, I season my steak, and when you season your steak, what happens is, season it how you normally season it. Salt, pepper steak, steak spices, however you like to season. Go ahead and season your steak, and after you've seasoned it, then you're going to either cover it with a piece of plastic or not, and put it in the fridge. This is called dry brining. And I like to actually, I don't put a piece of plastic over my steak. I just put it in the fridge, let it dry brine with the air all around it. And what happens with this process, your seasoning and the salt will actually start to release the juices, but then it draws it back in. Salt, as you know, retains water. So it draws those juices back in, locking them into the steak. It also goes in and penetrates your steak, creating more flavor. It breaks down the muscle tissue within the steak, making it more tender. So the end result is that beautiful, tender, juicy, flavorful steak. And it's all because of the dry brining with a little bit of seasoning and time. Then when you take your steak out, time to cook it, I like to take it out, let it come up to room temp, or at least bring it up into room temperature for 30 minutes. Let it warm up just a little bit. And then go ahead and put it on, in today's case, I'm gonna put it in the barbecue. And if you are barbecuing, of course, preheat your barbecue, lid down. Once your barbecue is ready, lid up, place your steak on the grill and leave the lid up. If you close the lid, it becomes more of an oven. If you leave the lid open, now you're grilling, you're barbecuing, and that's what you want. So I leave the lid open, place my steak on the grill, and personally, depending on the thickness of the steak and how you want it cooked and the strength of your barbecue. But with my barbecue, on a 1-inch steak, it's 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side. I end up with a perfect medium rare steak. If it's thicker, I'll go 5 minutes per side, or really thick, 6 minutes per side. If you really want a well done steak, then you're gonna wanna flip it a few times, but I only turn my steaks once on the grill. And with this dry brine, you get a beautiful, beautiful crust on the outside when you cook it. Absolutely amazing. It is the best way, in my opinion, to cook a steak. Dry brining, a little bit of time, on the grill it goes, or in the stove or on the frying pan. Cook away and you'll have yourself a beautiful, flavorful, delicious steak. More flavorful and more delicious than you've ever had if you've spiced your steak just before you cook it. You're going to notice a huge difference. Now, one last point. If you had no time to season your steak, but you still want to have a steak dinner and you don't even have an hour or two to pre-season it. Put it on the grill as is, cook it as is, no seasoning. Take it off, let it come, let it rest for a few minutes, then season your steak and eat it right away. That would be the other alternative. But again, time is your friend. 1-2 hours before, the day before, even better. Dry brine, folks. Give it a try. Results are amazing. You're going to love it. I love it. Thanks for tuning in, as always. And until next time, buon appetito.